pea in a cup. But I think it's important. We're making big decisions for the city. I think it's important that we're all drug-free.
All right, so you're wanting, what I will do, I'm going to call League of Cities and talk to them and find out, I guess, Preston on this or something.
There's no reason we can't have a zero tolerance drug policy. There's no reason at all. And being as it would be us that passes it, there's no threat of a lawsuit because we're not going to sue ourselves if we pass it. So, you know, just something to think about. I personally feel that it's very important. And just FYI, I did talk to the hospital about it, and they would give us a discount, being as we would be a group, $45 a pop. Not bad for an 11-panel drug screen.
Is that a pea in a cup or is that a hair analysis?
That is a pea in a cup. 11-panel, they test for meth, marijuana, narcotics, anything that you don't have a prescription for. You know, if you have a prescription, you know, that's one thing. Anything you don't have a prescription for, that turns up a positive.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but.
yeah, I have no issue with it whatsoever.
What brought this on? I just want to know, out of the blue, this is never, I've been on here 8 years, it's never been brought up. I mean, I don't object to it, but I just wondered why you brought this up.
Because I feel that it's very important.
Do you think we're all sitting around here half?
No, I don't. But I feel that it's very important that the city government.
I mean, if there was some indication that one of us was doing something untoward that's hurting the city, then yeah, I'd say, hey, you need to get your butt tested.
What you would do? I'm going to go ahead and call League of Cities and talk
I don't have a problem with it. Just wondering.
JD or Angela Schindelbauer or the other chick, I can't think of her name, and find out some information, because I don't think anybody's worried about doing that. And if it was something that we were setting a good moral precedent, you know, I'd see a benefit for that. So I'll look into that and I'll report back next meeting on what they've told us.
Yeah, I mean, legally, you know, we can. It's just a matter of doing it. And we have to, being as there are privacy issues and sensitivity issues, we have to be sure to draw it up right and go about the right processes in doing it. So we have to be sure to do it correctly.
Yeah.
And before we do the testing, we have to decide what the results of that test, what the ramifications are, and not do ramifications after the fact.
Sure.
You know.
Well, yeah, there is one thing at play here that you all are not like. This is not like a private company, and you all are hired. You all are duly elected representatives, and so it's not like if something is found out that I get the information and say, sorry bud, you're gone, because the people have voted on it. So yeah, there's some issues. I don't know enough. I know enough to be dangerous right now, so I think we need to talk to them. But I think that Trevor is on vacation as well. He's looking at green grass right now, and probably good for him to be in on that with the KLC. And again, I'll bring it back up next meeting and give you all the information I have on it and stuff. Okay, all right. All right. Any other new business?
I'm done.
Are you done? Okay. Anybody else? All right. Then let's go ahead and if you have your calendar handy dandy, or if JC does, we have to set the date for the citywide trash pickup.
Last year you chose Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. In May, your first choice was 17th, 18th, and 19th. Your second choice was 24th, 25th, and 26th. we need two choices so that
Now,
if one doesn't work out for the guys that pick it up, there will be another
yeah,
choice.
now, for those of you here last year, and JC, seems like last year was the first time we had to split it up where it wasn't 3 consecutive days or
Right.
something. And it was because of, I don't know, it was something about the jail.
They had other
They
things.
had something.
Yeah,
that
they had
to
other
do.
things already.
So it may not be an issue again this year.
Right.
It might not be.
Okay, all right, so does the council have a preference on which of these days? And I will get with Phil Hazel's people and see if we can't get this locked in.
And that's what we're saying.
Yeah. So either, did we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday, or what did we do last year? I don't remember.
You did Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
16th, 17th, and 18th, and the 23rd, 24th, and 25th.
Now, the 23rd is
Canada's
Victoria Day. Does that do anything for anybody from Canada? No problems?
big maple leaf out in the front yard.
All right.
Makes me want to play hockey.
You know, like Columbus Day, you
And-
put 3 ships out. You're right.
You know, if we had that siren, we could put out and announce
Yeah.
twice a day or something, the pickups are coming in a week or something, because invariably, there's every year, somebody calls and chews me out.
And me too.
I know.
Oh, I get.
And I mean, I even get chewed out by people who are not
because I
residents.
answer the phone up
They
here.
called, they were in Tennessee and they called and chewed me out, and I thought, I don't mind getting chewed out of people here, but, sorry, Purrier. All right, well, all right, the dates, what, 23rd, 24th, 25th, or 16th, 17th, 18th? Does anybody have a preference?
Have two choices, make two choices again.
What's your first?
I have to give them our first one that we want,
16th, 17th,
just as it is now.
Simple,
Yeah.
yeah. And then 23rd through 25th.
23rd, 24th, and 25th.
Figure we get that little snappy tomato fella to walk up and down the road right
Listen,
Or
what-
the pizza man.
Yeah, or the pizza guy.
Well, was that Veggie Tales or was that Snappy Tomato?
I think it's snappy tomatoes.
Well, where's
Yeah.
Snappy Tomato in Murray?
Huh? Back up there
The
by
office move.
Ball.
Yeah.
We have a Snappy Tomato?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not been in
You'll have
Murray.
to get out.
Yeah.
Running out there by Walmart.
Yeah, you know, get out.
Bob the Tomato.
You only have a contract on that.
I know. He was dedicated. He was out there for 3 or 4 hours and waving and just happy. I thought it was Veggie Tales, which maybe at the old R6 CFSB, whatever it is. Okay, all right, that's done. All right, now we have, we'll move on to Clint Wilson Mowing Community Center. He requested a raise from $75 to $90 due to the increased cost of chemicals and fuel. And he's done the mowing for some time over there. And so the council has to be able to approve whether or not to give Clint Wilson this raise to be able to cover these costs.
Cash definitely up, I move approval.
I second that.
Motion and a second. All in favor? All opposed? Mr. Wilson gets his. Okay, now this is from several months back, because Nancy Muir was still on the council during this time, and so for Megan and Scooter.
Would you like for me to read what was said at that?
Oh, yeah,
December?
sure
We
would.
were both at that meeting. Weren't we, Scooter?
Yes.
We weren't on the council yet, but we were visiting at that meeting.
All right, well, does anybody else need a refresher on what this one is?
Actually, the only thing I remember a little bit about the road aid fund, but the majority of that meeting was discussing of what was going to be done with the fire department that night. And that really overshadowed a lot of what might have been said that night.
Refresher, I guess, if you don't mind, please.
Nancy Muir, this was in December, Nancy Muir, after researching previous year's financial records, discovered that in 1986, $10,000 was removed from the municipal road aid fund and along with money from the general fund was used to purchase the CD. She figured a conservative amount of $8,629 in interest was earned since that time on the $10,000. She suggested that those amounts be removed from the CD and returned to the road aid fund. And the reason that we're bringing it up is because the CD will be maturing shortly, and that's the time when you have to do anything with your money in there.
Right.
All right. So this is a correction from the error made back from years and years and years ago.
Now, let me make sure I'm clear on this. You're gonna move the CD money back as well.
I think it's just the interest in it.
Well, it's gonna wind up, I thought we voted that night to round it up to a certain number.
We didn't vote on anything.
Okay, we talked about
It
it.
said that the council decided that this issue would be put on the agenda in April or May for consideration.
Read that again. These
Okay.
amounts, did you use that
The
term?
guesstimated amount.
Well, the
right
interest-
there.
That $10,000 was removed from the municipal road aid fund, and along with money from the general fund, it was used to purchase the CD. A conservative amount of $8,629 in interest was earned since that time on the $10,000. So it was this amount of interest.
When is that due?
So are we talking about we're going to leave the initial 10,000 there, pull the interest
That's
out,
the
and then
y'all.
put it back into this fund?
That's what
That's up to y'all.
That's what I'm understanding it.
To move these amounts.
Pardon?
I understood you said to remove these amounts. The word, did you have the term amounts there?
$10,000 was removed from the municipal road aid fund along with money from the general fund to purchase a CD.
Yeah. I
So
got
the
that.
$10,000, she recommended to go back to the road aid fund as well as approximately $8,629 in interest.
So we're looking at 18,000 plus coming back over into the road fund.
18,000.
From the CD,
629, 18,629.
Yes.
Yeah.
and the
Okay.
$629 in interest was a conservative figure.
8,629.
There's not an issue for the general fund portion going back into a fire fund or road aid. But road aid money can be spent for road aid money, and fire fund money is fire fund money. General fund is exactly as it is. So if it's 18, is that what the number we are looking at?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're
The
gonna need,
principal as well as the interest.
as interest.
10,000, principal of 10,000.
All right, so we're gonna need a motion.
Do you want to round that interest off to $9,000, since it is a conservative amount that she figured at $8,629?
Do we have an actual number?
I mean, can't we
No.
just look at the account?
Well, yeah, but interest rates over the course of,
Since
Right, they
1986.
you're talking about rate
Fluctuation.
fluctuation.
Since 1986.
And if I remember right, that meeting and stuff, she talked about using a very low number, and Pat Latimer was there, who is, our kind of whiz on that stuff, and they used a low number, a low interest rate.
She's looking like 3.7, 3.9.
Yeah.
She just said that was a very conservative amount.
The 80s, you're talking about pretty high interest.
Right.
Nowadays, you don't get anything for CDs.
I'd suggest
You motioned, Joe.
rounding it off to 9,000.
Are you motioning?
I will make a motion to round the interest off to 9,000 and place the principal and interest back into the road aid fund.
Making that.
At,
19,000.
yeah, making it 19,000 whenever the CD comes due, don't take a penalty or anything.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, and it passes.
Um,
Okay.
I have one more thing I
And
forgot.
what?
Go ahead.
Okay, I've had these letters given to me. I wanted to read them while we're here.
Okay.
This first one is from